As foster parents, we are asked to not only care for the basic needs of a child, but also sit alongside of them as they digest the hurt and damage they have undeservedly experienced. This quote was from an American writer who is also a foster parent named Carrie Dolan. After doing some research on many books and memoirs, and also having a family connection to the foster care system, I would like to talk to you about foster parents. There are a lot of kids in the world that could benefit from a safe and stable home that a good foster parent can provide. So I'm going to give you some information that could be beneficial into becoming a foster parent. I'm going to define what foster care is. Secondly, I will explain their procedures. And then finally, I will discuss the type of cases involved in foster care. According to the Department of Human Resources, foster care is a program run by your state which allows stand-in parents, referred to as foster parents, to care for minor children who have been removed from their biological home. We are now going to discuss some statistics of children in foster care. A foster care is only intended to be an alternate care for children and youth not able to live with their family because of neglect and abuse. Child Welfare Information Gateway provided some statistics into the foster care that state as of September 2016, there are estimated 437,465 children in foster care. They also show that between the years of 2015 and 2016, there was an increase from the 2015's 427,444 to 2016's 437,465 kids in foster care. The children that are in need of foster care form all ethnic and economic backgrounds that also have siblings that need to stay together. Now, going back to the Child Welfare Information site, out of the estimated 437,465 children in foster care on September 2016, 44% was white, 23% was black, and 21% was Hispanic. There is an estimated 2/3 of children that are in the foster care system that has a sibling in care as well. Now that I have defined foster care, I will now discuss the steps to become a foster parent. All prospective foster parents are required to submit an extensive background check, a criminal check, and any other checks of child abuse and neglect registry. Here are a few tests that are required to become a foster parent that the state of Alabama Department of Human Resources require. Your home must conform to Alabama minimum standards for foster family homes. 30 hours training in child development, behavior management, and the values of families. Some more training topics are as follows: how children enter the foster care system, understanding and valuing the cultural differences. There are also training offered after child enters the home called in-service training. That can last up to 15 hours of training. Child safety issues, CPR, and pediatric and infant first aid are just some of the in-service training classes you need. All the parties involved in the foster care process will have a social worker assigned to them to support the placement and to access much needed services. According to DHR, one service they provide is foster care payments to help support the child. The average payment is $24.60 per day for kids 0 to 5, $28 per day for kids 6 to 12, and $31.60 per day for kids 13 to 20. DHR also provides support groups such as the foster clubs, National Resource Center for Youth Development, and many scholarship opportunities. Now that we have learned the procedures to become a foster parent, we can now discuss the type of cases involved with foster care. The foster parent must understand the goal is to reunite the youth to their displaced home when the State Department of Human Resources deem it safe and stable. One example of a case for foster parent is where they foster a relative child so they can remain with some sort of family they already are familiar with. In the event of the court order, DHR preferred child relatives because it helps maintain family connection and helps with the transition. Another type of relative care is kinship care. That's where the biological family decide to give their child to the family member to raise. The final case I'm going to talk about is the adoption process. This process helps the birth family by allowing them to know who is permanently caring for their loved ones in the event they would like to continue to have a relationship with the child. It also helps the foster parent possibly keep the child they are caring for. Going back to the Child Welfare Information site, they state that the outcome of the estimated 250,248 children who exited foster care during the year 2016, only 23% were adopted. Although there are a lot of kids in foster care that have long-lasting effects of abuse and neglect, with the help of foster parents, we can minimize those results. So, today I gave you a definition of the foster care parent. Next, I discussed the procedures of foster parents having to do background checks and criminal checks. And finally, I discussed the cases that happen in the foster care program, such as kinship care and adoption. In conclusion, there are many youth and children that experience all types of abuse and neglect in their family before the authorities step in to place them with foster parents. Being a foster parent means you can make a difference in their life. Thank you for your time.